March 17th, 2019, 2:33 p.m. This is a cartoon I drew for CNN for their newsletter, their opinion newsletter called Persuade. I sent them, I don't remember how many rough ideas I sent to them. This is kind of funny because I sent them this idea, and I had the idea before I knew I'd be drawing for CNN this week, but I threw it in with the badge for them, and it was within the first 5 cartoons, and because when they called me, I already had like 5 roughed out, and they didn't seem to like any of them, and so I was working on some more, and after working for a couple hours on several others, they said, you know what? We're going to go back to this one. We like it. So, and then it was confirmed Friday morning that we were going to do this one. But then the New Zealand thing happened. They said, well, maybe if you can think of something else with New Zealand, though we understand it's really hard to do that because we don't know what kind of cartoon we'd put on that. So I sent them something that was really, 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 really mean, which I knew they couldn't use. And of course they didn't use it. I did not send them the cartoon that I did for you guys on New Zealand, because I didn't think of that one until Friday afternoon, late Friday afternoon. But they probably would have rejected it too. So anyway, I just thought this was kind of funny. Thought it was kind of cute, even though I don't like that term for political cartoons. It's just a personal thing. But the one thing I had with this one was trying to get the color right. I was looking at images of green beer. I've never had green beer in my life. But I wanted to get the right color for it, and I'm not sure I did. I went out yesterday in the middle of the day, and the band was already setting up in the bar that I went to, and I had some food, and I had 3 beers, and near the middle of number 3, I paid up and ordered my ride out of there. I just was not. I knew I would not stay or hang out on St. Patrick's Day night. It's just way too many crazies and stupid people. Cannot deal with that. No more. Though today is officially St. Patrick's Day. On a Saturday night, when it's on a Sunday, yeah, that's just gonna be like crazy. I had to throw a leprechaun in here somewhere. I had fun drawing the background scenes for all these people too. So, my buddy Dallas was talking about how he and you guys met Karen. She talked on here before, in a while, that she wants to go to Chicago for St. Patrick's Day eventually. And I told him I'd probably be up for that. Be something to do once. I definitely don't want to go to Boston for St. Patrick's Day. If I don't like stupid people here on that holiday, I'm not going to like them in Boston. It's going to be so much worse. I probably won't even like it in Chicago that much, but it'll be something to do with it, do the Green River and everything. Anyway, let's do some shout-outs. Shout-out time. And the last one with the Mein Kampf book, which I'm signing it. President Oso said it was a cool cartoon, and he also liked the story that I told. I finally told the story that you guys have been bugging me about. And Robert Cartino said it agrees with the sentiment of the cartoon, but did not really like it as much as most of your other stuff. Just me, not a criticism. Meanwhile, the blog on it was great. I had a couple other people tell me that they liked the blog a lot, but they weren't. And it seemed like they liked the cartoon, but they really liked the blog much more. I kind of hate that. I need to start writing worse columns, maybe. Or draw better cartoons, I don't know. Arrow talks about many people who complain worse, more frequently than I do. And if her dad didn't complain every time he opened his mouth, I'd probably assume he was dead. That was my father. When he stopped complaining, it was because he was dead. Arrow said, thanks for telling the story. Story in the last one. Second, I think you brought it up because you were kvetching about your editors. Might be wrong, go for sprint after all. Third, you could have fit that in a previous video. Maybe, but the previous videos were very much shorter, or I had to squeeze it in there. Arrow asked, was your assistant editorial page editor drunk at this Christmas party potential candidate Slobberfest? I don't think so. I'm going to go with no. In fact, I don't know if we had any alcohol at that thing. Looking back, I don't recall any. Doesn't mean there wasn't there, I just don't recall us drinking. The guy was a huge beer fan. He would make homemade beer and stuff. And and he would be very, very defensive about alcohol. So that made me think that maybe he was an alcoholic, but I don't know for sure that he was. He did like beer, like on the Kavanaugh style, but to the point that he was defensive about beer. You know, he was defensive about drinking a lot. So, but he was never drunk at work or nothing like that. I just know that he drank a whole bunch. So, but that party, no, I don't think so. Also, Arrow said, what gives him any authority to promise an endorsement? He had none. Zero. None. I didn't have any. He had none. Even our editorial page editor would have had none. I mean, maybe you could say, you know, I would suspect that we would, but you shouldn't even do that. But he said, we will endorse you, you know, so that was it. Isn't that up to the higher ups to decide? Usually it's a committee for a larger newspaper. Is voted on by the editorial board. So, and he was not on the editorial board, so that made it even worse there. And Errol asked, was he just feeling like the biggest cockerel in the room at the time because the editor wasn't at the party? No, I don't think that was it. I don't think that was it at all. He was just a fanboy. He's a total goober. He was just a Republican fanboy, you know. One time he was writing and bitching about people waving the Mexican flag. And when they come to this country, they need to wave the American flag. And he was bitching about this sitting in his office, and right behind him, taking up an entire wall, was the Irish flag. And I said, but you have a flag on your wall that's not an American flag. Oh, that's different. Why? Well, I'm celebrating my Irish roots. He's just that kind of person, you know. And Errol said, I'm sorry I lost interest in the assistant editorial page editor story. You know, I had the attention span of a gnat or the memory of a goldfish as a joke in this one. Okay. All right, let's get beyond that story. It's kind of stupid, you know. Before the guy contacts me. Yeah. He took issue long after he was gone, and he was working at the think tank with the cartoon I did criticizing Sarah Palin after Gabby Giffords was shot. And he wrote this long column about my cartoon and me, which I thought was great. And he had like 30 people on Twitter screaming at me. We've never been enemies, you know, but that was just a lot of fun. I like pissing off the conservative masses, in case you haven't noticed by now. So I had to pause there because I had a large breakfast this morning. Normally I don't have a large breakfast, but I did. Well, I guess it was brunch. I finished about 30 minutes ago. Speaking of finishing, I think this cartoon is almost done. I drew this cartoon Friday morning. I had started my Costa Rica cartoon, and then I put it aside before... well, I really had just done the lettering, and I kind of roughed out what I wanted to do with it, and then I put it aside to finish this cartoon, or to start this cartoon and finish it, even though this one had already been roughed, because I figured CNN would need it sooner than Costa Rica needed theirs. And again, on Friday, I was totally burned out by the time the day was done. I might draw an extra cartoon today, I'm not sure yet. I have an idea that's very, very simple. I kind of dig it. But I'm also thinking that, and it's not in New Zealand, but I'm thinking I might need to do another one on New Zealand, but I'll be thinking about that throughout the day. I know I should be taking the whole day off and just chilling and relaxing. But I'm kind of bored. There's a couple of things I need to do, but still. Alright, we are done. That's where my battery is dying. And here's the rough. I put the green in the rough so they totally got the idea. And there's your finished cartoon, folks. Subscribe to the CNN newsletter. If you don't know how, go to my website. And I'll try to explain it to you there. It's Claytoonz.com. Thanks for coming by and watching. Leave a comment. You will get your very own shout out. And click that red button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It will really, really, really help me out. Don't you do this, computer, starting to get dark. All right, let's go to the screensaver. All right, folks, have a great Sunday, and I will see you later, maybe today. Goodbye.